Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my party nights. How you guys doing? This is the Bat Brand, by the way, and welcome to another tier ranking list here on the channel. Been loving these tier ranking lists, by the way. And we're back with another one. We here, we the best. That's my best DJ Khaled impression. But we are here with another tier ranking list, and today, as you guys can see probably below you, and if you're clicking on this video, you probably already know, this is my opinion, by the way, in case you guys are wondering, my Mk11 tier ranking list for me, for your boy, the Bat Brand, and this is my opinion, as I said, just strictly going off of my own selection, my own thought process, and we are gonna jump right into this. And we got all the characters here. I don't know if Shang Tsung is in here yet or not, but we are going to find out. Let's start out with Kano. Kano is just right in that B rank for me. He's good, but he's not great. I like playing with him. His combos when I have to face him normally when I have to face him normally just in a tower or something. Dear God, I'm like, whoa, Kano, stop. And I need to play Kano more. I really do. Next we got Jackie Briggs. Listen, I'm not a hater on Jackie Briggs. I hate her style. I hate what she does. Just like her fighting style and her abilities are not the greatest. Her super moves are not the greatest, but her combos are decent. And that's the only thing she's got going for her. Jade. Did not like Jade that much in this game, to be completely honest with you. I do like how she has an ability she can block, like projectiles don't hurt her with her phase moves and stuff like that. Kitana, I'm actually pretty high up on Kitana. Her one moves where she throws the one fan up, well, she comes up and down with her fans and kind of like a waving motion, is one of my favorite combos to do with her. And I'm actually pretty decent with Kitana, I'm not gonna lie. Kitana for me is just right there though. She story wise, I'm also putting story in this selection as well. Kitana finally defeating her father, well, her adopted father, Shao Kahn, and killing him and getting... I don't think they killed Shao Kahn, did they? I think she did, actually. It didn't really ever show her, like, fatally killing him, but she did hurt him. And Kitana becoming Khan of Outworld was huge, and not only that, but if you get the best ending for Mk11, she gets to reshape the universe with Fire God Liu Kang, and that's amazing. The possibilities are truly endless there, because I think we're going to have a sort of, not a reboot, but I think they can really go in any direction with Mortal Kombat's going forward. Next we got Sonya. Listen. I like Sonya. I do. I like that she's voiced by Ronda Rousey. That's about it. I never really got much into her move style. Much like that. Different things like that. And story-wise, rest in peace. Rest in peace, Sonya. That's all I'm going to say. Next we got my boy, Aaron Black. Listen, he's like Dirty Harry and John Wayne was in the Mortal Kombat universe. That's how cool he is, and I love his character. He's voiced by Troy Baker, first of all. Um, he's a hired assassin, and um, he has some really good abilities, moves. His big boot is one of my favorite starting moves to do in Mortal Kombat games. Period. His rattlesnake slide, love his rattlesnake slide, and when I can just pull out a gun and literally shoot someone and just volley them in the air, is really really good. Next, we got One Johnny Cage. I put him up in the S rank just because he's Johnny freaking Cage, man. He's just the coolest guy, and all the stuff he says, even in the story mode, and his different intros and whatnot, are the most hilarious. And his fatality, just because of his fatality alone, gets him a little ups for me. And I like the way they really tailored his character. He doesn't take anything too seriously. He has a really good time, and his chapter in the story mode was one of my favorites to play. One of my favorites. Possibly my favorite, next to one we're going to talk about here in a little bit. Next, we got Frost. Listen, Frost for me is just, she's there. But I did like how they showed her off. The way she looks cosmetically is amazing. And they bring her back as like a cyber ninja. That's cool. I really did enjoy her arc. Just in the game. I really did enjoy her in the game. Just I don't understand a lot of her moves, except for one or two combos she does. When she gets these blades out and she spins, if you amplify it, really, really, really fun to do. Especially, it's just I don't like how she throws her head at you. Next we got Garrus. Listen. There's some of these characters that are a little, for me. Garrus is one of them. Sorry to all you Garrus fans out there. I just don't like Garrus that much. He's just forgettable. He's just meh. Then we got Devorah, the most disgusting creature on the entire Mortal Kombat roster. But to me, he's just right in the middle. Just right there, in the C rank. She's not too great, but she's not, she's just right there, and I do like her Widow's Kiss special move. That's the only good thing she's got going for her. But her fatality, just off of fatality alone, I'll move her to B. Because her one fatality where she turns you into a bug is very unique. So then we got Scorpion. Let's just put Scorpion and Sub in the A rank right now. Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Both of them together, when you get to play as both of them together in a chapter, was my most favorite chapter in the entire story mode. Loved it. You have a moment with Sector, Cyrax, the Frost, and even Noob Saibot against his brother. It was a huge fight, and I really did love that as well. And that's why they're there, just because they're classic characters. It's Scorpion and Sub-Zero. They're the two most famous characters in all of Mortal Kombat, and it shows. Then We got Baraka. I'll put Baraka in A rank. I do like Baraka. I loved him back since he was in Mk2, I believe, because I loved characters with blades and swords and stuff, and the fact that he had them as arms was really cool. Um, and he's voiced by the great Steve Bloom. I mean, that's all you need to say. And he's also the voice of Sub-Zero too, so it kind of makes sense in a way as well. Um, kind of comes full circle. Cabal, I'll put him in B. I like Cabal. His abilities. He reminds me a lot of the Flash in this universe. And his some of his masks that you can get as gear are really freaking cool. I loved his masks. And his fatality's pretty gruesome as well. But I just don't. I don't really use him enough to really get him. Scarlett. We'll put Scarlett in the B rank as well. I do like Scarlett. Just she's like she always helps me win my AI battles. Always. In Mk11, and the one thing I just have to say about her, that I didn't like, me physically playing her, I don't play with her enough to really get to know her that well, but like I'm not the best with her combos. Like you'll see like the best ones that I'm really good with are the ones that are in the higher rankings. Even Baraka a little bit in this game I'm not very good with his combos, but I can still do his blade attacks and stuff, which makes me pretty good. Then we got Raiden. Just off of nostalgia alone, I'll put Raiden A rank, just because I do love Raiden. He's voiced by Richard Epcar, and if you guys don't know who Richard Epcar is, he also voices a very famous clown that is probably going to be in Mortal Kombat. So it's saying, leaking, allegedly, in Mortal Kombat 11. Supposedly. He's going to be in it. But he also voices that clown. I don't want to give anything away because I'll let you guys think who it is. Put down in the comments below, what clown am I thinking of? You may know him from Injustice. That's all I'm going to say. Then we got Shang Tsung. Listen. He goes in the S rank. Why? Not only was it... this was the most brilliant move that they could have ever done in Mortal Kombat. They acknowledged the movie. I just played with this character, okay? I just got the combat pack today, and I just tried him out, and I love his moveset. I love his abilities, his moves. His soul steal is amazing. It's very unique to him, where he can even do your fatal blow. And his fatalities are the most amazing that I've seen so far. And not only that, but he's voiced by the guy who voiced him in the movie. They got his likeness. And to me, visually, he's the most stunning character in this entire game. Next to another character I'm going to talk about later. Listen, Shao Kahn, I'll put Shao Kahn up there, just because he's the Emperor of our world and everything, and I do like his appearance in the games, especially with his armor. The fact that they have other variations where he doesn't have armor, no, I don't like those variations. I've always known him to have the armor in the front or the shoulder pads and stuff like that, and he needs a classic armor. That's what we need to get in Mk11, which I don't think we have yet. Next, we have Jax. We'll put Jax in B. He's just so for me. I do like using his ability with the heated arms. And you can shoot heated missiles and different stuff like that, and hit a little harder with different stuff like that and whatnot. But then we have Liu Kang, and I'll put Liu Kang up there in the A rank as well. I mean, I have to. First of all, he's the main character. He's the main protagonist of Mortal Kombat, and in the story, his redemption turn, his fusion with Raiden was very Dragon Ball-esque, if I could say, and it was a very, very good redemption turn for Liu Kang, because we've gone away from Liu Kang these last couple of Mortal Kombats, 9 and 10. It hasn't been so much about Liu Kang, but it's been more about Raiden and Johnny Cage. And that's okay, nothing wrong with that. But Liu Kang has always been, he's been the protagonist in the story. He's been the Superman of the story. He's the Goku. He's the guy that always saves the day. Okay, Kung Lao. It's not that I love his teleport. I really do, and that's what really pushes him for me. I love his teleport moves. The moves where he throws the hat are some of my most favorite projectiles to use in the game. I just don't use them enough. I really don't. But still, I would like to use him more. Then we got Collector. Listen, I really like what they did with the new guy. This new guy, Collector. He wasn't in the story too much. But you kind of got an idea. He was just a guy that was greedy. He was he was all about greed and stuff like that, and his one fatality really makes it for me. It makes him in the B rank, because he literally tears you to pieces and then shoves you in his bag. That's basically what he does. Then we got Kotal Kahn. Listen, it's not that I don't like Kotal Kahn, but I'll put him in C rank because he's voiced by Phil Lamar. Okay, that's pretty much the only reason why I'm not putting him in D rank. I do really love his one move. Well, that's probably another reason why he's in C rank too. His cat, the moves where he morphs into a cat, really, really good moves. I do like them. Then Cetrion. Listen, it's not that I don't like the Poison Ivy ripoff, but I don't like the Poison Ivy ripoff. They literally, like, lazily made this person. And in the story mode, she was an elder god, but yet she supposed to be the thing of virtue, but yet she's helping her corrupt mother. I don't understand it. You're supposed to be an elder god. I mean, granted, and your brother Shinnok, okay, then if you are the light and he's the dark, why in God's name would you help your mother if you're, like, supposed to be good? You should be helping the good guys. And she was a villain. And then she kills herself and gives her soul to Kronika in the end to basically make her more powerful, and it still don't help because you still kick her butt. Then we got another one of my favorites. Cassie Cage is, out of all the newer characters, her and Aaron Black are definitely my favorites. Definitely my favorites. Because Cassie Cage, the daughter of Johnny Cage, her intros are hilarious. She has one where she's texting somebody. Her one fatality, where she kicks through you, and then where your heart used to be, she does the little heart thing with the hands. And I really do love that. And even her, but then in the story you saw more of a harder turn for her, more of a leader turn for her, because her mom dying, and you see more of the emotional side for her, different stuff like that. And I just want to say, John Wick move over, because there were some action scenes that Cassie Cage put John Wick to shame. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. And then last but not least, you guys already know where I'm going to put this guy. My most favorite character in all of Mk11 and Mortal Kombat in general, and probably the best character in the game as well, one Noob Saibot. Very appropriately so, because I mean, both of the last names of the creators, Tobias and Boone, are the word Noob Saibot backwards. And I like that little nod. Ever since he first came out, I really like that. And this is and about him too, just like all black everything. And his moves are good, are some of the best. I love his teleport thing that he has, where it's the most annoying thing for players to deal with in the Mortal Kombat universe, especially Mortal Kombat players. And then he gets even better with his sickle, which has a further reach than a normal uppercut does. And then he has the iconic uppercut, by the way, from Mortal Kombat 11. And then he also has a shadow tackle, shadow slide. He uses his combos are amazing. Just everything about this character is amazing. And then the fights he had in the story mode, the seldom few were really good ones as well. My favorite one was the one where he fought his in the Sub-Zero and Scorpion arc, because he wanted revenge on Scorpion for killing them, and he also wanted revenge on his brother for taking his mantle when he was and different stuff like that. So, because surprise, surprise, he was the first Sub-Zero that Scorpion killed. But this has been all the time I have for this tier ranking list, guys. If you guys did enjoy, let me know in the comments down below, or hit that like. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about my list? Who are your rankings? Let me know. And if you want to see me do more tier rankings on the channel, let me know in the comments down below. You know, I really do appreciate it, because I love making these tier ranking lists. These are awesome to do, and I think I'm going to do more in the future. All right, guys, that is all the time I got. Stay awesome, my Dark Knights.